What's going on, guys? Ka-Onic commentary back with another quick video, and this time we're going to do something a little different. Instead of shoes, we're going to talk about a different hardware, and this is actually personal cooling fans. I've gotten a chance to travel a little bit over this summer. I've been to Mexico, I've been to the Dominican Republic, to Jamaica, and to Puerto Rico, and of course all around the U.S. And I gotta say, after visiting Las Vegas about 3 weeks ago, where the temperature was 119, not the heat index, but the actual temperature was a 119. It was ridiculously hot. Like, you're in the desert, so of course it's going to be hot, but this was just different. It was a dry heat. It was, no matter how much you drank, you just couldn't, you didn't feel hydrated enough. I don't know how to really explain it unless you've actually been through it. You know what I'm talking about. But that made me want to go and bring out a couple of my fans and just kind of let you guys know what did and what didn't work and what I would, recommend, but also stay away from. And stay away from, we're going to start right here with these types of fans. This neck fan didn't do much of anything out in the heat, not in the Caribbean, not in Vegas. This little small fan here is just a 3-speed fan. Also nothing at all. I would use these types of fans if I was inside and there was already air conditioning around and I just wanted a little bit more of a direct airflow towards me. I'll use these, but not outside in hot climates like it has been this particular summer. I just wouldn't do it. So those two types of fans will be way at the bottom of the list. We have these fans here. I like these plastic fans because this one in particular folds, so you can lay it on the table flat and have it facing you. I use this like when I go to sleep or something. That worked great in Puerto Rico. This one is my favorite, I think, or at least my go-to, because it actually can be held in this orientation, or you can fold it forward like this, or you can fold it backwards like this. And the bonus is that it comes with a lanyard, put around your neck, and you can have the air blowing at you all the time that you wear it. So this one is doesn't have any safety features or safety buttons. It's just a couple of clicks of this recess button here in the middle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's quite powerful, very good battery life. Again, this one, it did its job. It was really good. That's my go-to because, again, you can put it around your neck and it always has air blowing on you. So that's the reason why I love that one. But I also invested in these two newer fans, and I saw them on TikTok a lot and couldn't avoid them. Then I saw them on Amazon. Then I went in the store and I saw them in Best Buy as well. So I said, yeah, let me go ahead and grab these two and check them out, take them around, see what they really are talking about. This in particular here is one of the fans I see the most advertised on TikTok lately. It does have a safety switch at the bottom here in the back. So if it's in the down position, it's like a safety. All you can do is pretty much see what the battery life is, but you can't turn the fan on and use it. It does use USB-C. If you flip it up and then turn it over, there's a scroll wheel here, and you just simply tap it and push it in. There's your LED. It goes from 1 to 100. Very powerful. I would say this fan on 50% is about 100% on this one, meaning that this one blows out more air than what I consider as Old Faithful. Very good fan. It's aluminum, it's unibody, and it feels great in the hand. Very high quality feel. This is called the Pro 1S by Jisulife. This is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was, but it's not. And then the big brother of that particular fan is called the Ultra 1. Pricing wise, this fan first came out, it was like $100. I've seen it on sale for as low as about $75 to $80. And this one, when it first came out, was $80. It's been on sale for about $60. So again, I've seen them in stores at Best Buy. I've seen them online on Amazon. I've seen them, of course, all over the TikTok shop. Either one of these, I highly recommend. For me personally, I love the way this one feels in the hand, and I think most people will like how it feels because it's like a pedestal handle and it just fits really good in your hand. Again, it's very powerful. And the battery life, I'm sorry, this has a 5,000 milliamp battery. This one, the big brother, has a 9,000 milliamp battery. With these two, the folding fan I spoke of here on the right and here on the left is the Pro 1S. The fan area on the two is pretty much the exact same size. Again, the difference is the material. This one on the right is plastic. This one is metal. This one folds. This one is unibody, so it doesn't ever move. And then this one, which is an Ultra, fits a little different. It's not quite a pedestal handle. It's a little wider because it has a bigger battery. Also, this area where the air blows is a lot smaller, as you can see. So either one of these two on the right, you can probably share with someone, but this one is more concentrated, direct flow just for you. And it does not have a button on the rear for, safety or whatnot as the Pro does, but instead it has USB-C charging, and it has a light here for a button, for the light. And it blinks. It doesn't serve an actual purpose with airflow other than to tell you that the fan is on. I generally keep it off. Just pressing it again turns it off. With this particular Ultra 1, you have to hold down the power button in the front, and then it turns on. The light blinks. It wraps around the entire back of the fan itself. I generally, again, will turn it off just to save battery because it does drain the battery. And again, like the Pro 1S, it goes from 1 to 100. The Ultra 1, super powerful. The bad part about the Ultra 1 and the Pro is they're very loud. They do get a little loud. And the other part that I did not like that much is being in a warmer temperature. I think it was in either Dominican Republic or Jamaica. I don't remember. It got really hot. It definitely happened in Vegas. But with these being metal, they took on the temperature of outside. So they actually end up getting really hot as well. And with the fan being hot, it drains the battery. With you having on a higher speed, it drains the battery. So all in all, although this has a larger battery of 9,000 milliamp, they're about the same when it comes to overall battery usage. So again, it comes down to form factor. It comes down to if you're going to have it in your pockets or your purse or your backpack or however you're going to carry it. They both come with wrist lanyards. For example, for this one here, the Pro 1S, it comes with the fan itself, a lanyard for your wrist, and a USB-C charging cable. And then for the larger Ultra, it comes with the fan itself. It has a wrist lanyard, a USB-C charging cable, but additionally, it has a brush to keep the fan blades clean of dust and dirt or debris. But then it also has attachments, as you can see, number 5 and number 6 here. Number 5 is kind of like if you wanted to mimic a canned air and spraying out your keyboard of dust or anything like that. And then number 6 is more so a square wind nozzle, so you can kind of have a different direction or a different feel of the wind. And then number 7 here is just a base to have it stand up. It can stand up on its own, but I guess it's just for extra security. So again, for me personally, I am going to go with this one, the Ultra 1, only because of the power of it and because of the battery. It's larger. Of course, if you have it in a lower setting, the battery lasts a lot longer, clearly. But if you have both of these on 100, they last about the same amount. But again, for most people, I think they would go with this one just because of how it feels, how it's not as wide to hold. The handle, like I said, is a little bit more comfortable in your hand. But again, downside, it's metal, so it's going to take on whatever the temperature is around it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them below, any comments or whatnot. Again, just to wrap up, I would stay away from these unless you already are in an air-conditioned environment and you just want a little bit more airflow directly at you or on you because of the neck fan. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend those too much. Again, like all fans, it's going to take in air out the back, blow it out of the front. So if you are in a hot temperature or hot climate, don't think that it's going to create cold air unless you are around cold air. However, there's another fan I just discovered a couple of days ago that looks just like the Pro 1S. The difference is it's metal, it's unibody, everything is the same except the front. The front, it does not have an LED as this one does. On the front, it has a circle that's like they're calling it a metal cooling plate, where there's an additional button at the bottom. You press it and it creates cold air. It drops about 30 or so degrees cooler than the temperature that you're around. So I can't wait to try that to see the examples I saw. People were putting the cooling plate here on the front. They put it on the back of their hand or on their neck or their forehead or whatnot to keep themselves cool because, again, they tested it in 90-degree weather and it brought the temperature down to 60 based on what was coming out of the fan. So that might be a better bet. Again, I'm going to probably do a video when it comes in. I've already ordered it. But again, out of these type fans, if these two metal ones had the ability to fold, they would be perfect. That's just my suggestion. But other than that, guys, thank you for your time. God bless. Be safe. Any questions or comments, again, please leave them below. And I will see you guys in the next video.